Hey, this is Gene from the Assisted Living Network. I'm going to share with you one of the things that nobody wants you to know about assisted living. You see, a lot of times as we age, we start to need more. We start to fall back to where when we were kids, when we needed everything, we were not independent. We were very dependent upon our parents. But as we progress and we get older and we get past that young age and into college age, into young adult, we have our own kids and move on to having grandkids. Now we get back to needing help. That independence is gone and we're dependent again. And what nobody really wants to admit is that they may not be capable of emotionally or physically, or just it's not the way they're designed to take care of their own parent. So I think a lot of times, especially in the US, we just assume that we should take care of our own mom, our own dad. It's up to us, it's our responsibility. So we're the ones that have to do it ourselves. But the reality is, it may not be practical to give up your job or not take care of your own kids so that you can take care of your own parent. Now I know we want to, but the reality is we just aren't designed for that. So assisted living provides this care, provides this home, provides this opportunity for us to take care of our parents, but without physically doing it ourselves. We're actually paying somebody else to do it. And I know that sounds crass. I know that sounds like, but we should take care of mom and dad. You are. You're not designed to do that yourself. It's okay. It's okay. And the bigger reality is there's a huge need for caregivers in our country and in the world. You know, we talk about baby boomers, World War II ending. That happened all over the world. It was a world war, not just in the US. Those servicemen came home, they got busy, there was a population explosion. So there's a lot of people that are aging and there's not enough caregivers. So to think that you can quit your job and be a caregiver is noble. It would be wonderful, but it does take training. It does take the right mindset. It does take the right attitude. And again, we're not all geared towards that. I'm not a caregiver. I had to bring in people to take care of my mom, my dad. It wasn't me who did it. It wasn't my wife who did it. We brought in others to do that, and it's okay. Again, in our society here, we kind of look down on that. In some other countries and societies, they definitely do take mom and dad into the home. They'll have multiple generations in the home and they'll take care of them all the way through. But again, it's okay. One of those things that people don't want you to know is it's okay. Now, I've said that 3 or 4 times already, but if you do decide you want to take care of mom and dad, there's training that's available to you to take care of a loved one, to take care of a senior. There are professional caregivers. Those are the ones that we hire inside our homes, and what they do as a profession is take care of those seniors. They love them, they take care of them, they have the proper training, and every state has its own criteria. But for you to take care of your own loved one, you should have certain training. Anything from basic things like CPR, food handling, to how do I take care of somebody on a physical level for the feeding, for the medication management, and so on and so on and so on. But one of the other things that people don't want you to know is it's not just getting old and physically the body failing or needing more help, but it's also memory and memory care, brain change. That is one of the biggest issues in growing old in our society today. There's a lot of people that will have Alzheimer's or dementia issues, memory care issues, even more so or as much as physically their body failing. And the training that is provided, and we have some of that training available here at the AL Network and so on, but the training that is available for you and me and others that are interacting with seniors, whether it be a parent on a full-time basis or somebody that you meet along the way, is phenomenally valuable. I was in one of my homes just over the weekend, and as I was there, we have a resident who's been in that assisted living home now for 10 years. 10 years in that same home being taken care of. But over the course of those 10 years, her memory has started to change. Her brain change is to the point where I know that she needs to be spoken to, handled, and approached in a very different way. For instance, you and I, somebody can come up and give you a big hug, and you may or may not like that, but it's okay. Somebody with memory care issues or brain change, one of the things that happens in the mind is the idea of even focus or being able to see clearly changes. So if you all of a sudden come up to them, all of a sudden it's like a big surprise, something coming at them. So now I know that when somebody who has some memory care issues, dementia issues, brain change issues, I'll start by walking through the doorway and announcing, "Hi, Gene, good to see you." And I walk in slowly. And if I want to reach out, and instead of just grabbing their hand and touching and holding their hand, I'll reach out my hand and give them the opportunity to reach out their hand. As I slowly bring it in, they now clasp that hand. So that is very calming and soothing. And it gives them the opportunity to recognize who I am, to see that I'm reaching out, and for them to have the choice of reaching back. Because I'm a hugger by nature. I mean, I just come up, give somebody a big hug, but if I did that to them, it could be frightening. They can't see it, they can't hear it, they're not perceiving, who is this, what is this? So the idea of memory care and understanding how to handle that is just as important as the physical contact. The idea of assisted living is not just physical, it's also in that memory care and brain change. You know, there's so much to learn, but the reality is we're all going to have to. We are all aging. Whenever I do a live presentation, I always start with a question. How many of you in this room are getting older or know somebody who is? And everybody laughs, but then they realize this is going to affect each and every one of us. It's up to us to decide how we're going to be a part of this. I guarantee you're going to get involved in assisted living one way or the other. You're either going to own the real estate that the assisted living home is in, or you're going to own and operate the business that is taking care of those seniors who live in the real estate, or you or a loved one, a family member may be living in a home, writing a check to somebody else who does. But even on a very personal basis, mom, dad, when they need help, well, we need to be there for them. Even if it's just to be the son, the daughter. And also to understand that when they don't recognize you, when they don't treat you the way that you're used to being treated by them in a good way, I mean that. The idea of instead of them recognizing you, they're wondering who you are. That's brain change. It's not you. It's not something you did wrong. That dementia, that memory care, those issues come up. But if we understand what they're going through, we can better help them, providing care, not just physical, but mental and emotional. There's a lot of things that I could share with you, but those are some of the most important things that people don't talk about that I wanted you to hear. This is Gene from the Assisted Living Network saying do good and do well. If you like what you've seen and heard, please subscribe.